Drama Central Nation. It's your host, Papa Zaps, here with Hyper, NJ, and Medicate from Cat4 Gaming. Say hi, Hyper.
Hi.
Med.
Yo, 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 what's good?
Alright, so our first topic of the day is going to cause quite a bit of controversy. But I believe that Arius Joke's new team, consisting of Arius, Tanks, Bursting, and Roasting OG, will be the number one team in Season 3 of Vulcans. Prove me wrong. Change my mind. What do you gotta say, Hyper?
I think that Arius has a big ego because people declined or sort of quit, so he thinks he's one of the best ARs on the Xbox, which is false due to him not being able to compete with the other top ARs in league matches. Maybe in scrims, but if you see who he's scrimming, his ego could get boasted from that. But he's not that good in my opinion.
Alright. Med, what do you gotta say about this team?
So the roster consists of Bursting, Tanked, Arias,
And Roasting.
and Roasting. So three of the players, so Tanked, Roasting, and Bursting are all players that really have potential to do a lot of things, but we're kind of stuck on just like mid-level tier teams. So I don't know. The way things could pan out is they could be really good, and Arias would be holding them back, or there's just a lot of talent and they can't really do anything about it. I don't think the team will go too far because I don't see them playing a lot of organized gameplay at all. Kind of just like sprint and gun. But I don't know. We'll see what they can do.
Okay, so our next topic is the I don't know what org they were under, but it was Rat the Ultimate's team. No, wait, no, I'm wrong.
Preacher?
No, it was Trauma's team. Rotation, Hateful, Kobo, and Reset. They have broken up as Hateful has left to full-time PS4. We'll see him back in a week or so. Trauma and Hybris now are both separate free agents and are not a team of two, so if you are looking for one, you may hit either one of them up. And I don't fucking know what Reset's doing. He quits every other week.
Reset was running with Noodles, Steez, and fuck,
Nit.
who's the last kid?
And
And Venom FPS yesterday.
Alright. You guys got anything to say about Trauma or Hybridus?
Trauma, he likes to flank a lot. He likes to kill whore. He says that he's a quote-unquote good sub. My opinion, he's not bad, but he's not good. He's just there. Same with Cath. And Hybridus, I think he's a pretty good sub, but he has an ego. And as he said in his own words, I want to get known by the high-tier players on Xbox. On Xbox. That's all I have to say.
AJ, one of those players that could be really streaky, good gun skill, has a decent, like has a no say about what's going on in the game. Cons with him is he rages quite a lot, complains. He likes to take frequent breaks and doesn't like to get on sometimes. And who was the other player mentioned?
Reset.
Trauma? Oh, Reset. Reset.
Yeah, Trauma and Reset.
Reset has a high potential to be really good as a sub or AR player. It kind of just really just depends on his cast. I think if you surround him with three other good players that just let him do him, he can be good. He's one of those players that you can't teach him. He's like a old dog that you can't teach new tricks. He's kind of like one of those type of players. You just gotta you gotta stick three other players, and he'll do work.
Okay.
And as far as Trauma is one of those sub players that kind of just fall between the skill level, like the mid level of skill. He's not amazing, but he's not bad, just like what Hyper said.
Okay, so this one, our next topic, is technically untrue at the moment, but from what some sources are saying to us, this is going to happen very, very soon, if their circumstances align. Catfish and Rizzy are a team of two, which would leave Flesto and Ping as free agents or a possible team of two together. But at the moment, after their crushing Game 5 Round 11 loss to Hyperion, eliminating them from Vulcan Season 2 playoffs, this team had temporarily split, but decided that they should attempt to work it out together at one more time. And from what I know, teams that do that don't usually last very long. So, Hyper, what do you got to say?
I think that Fuss is a good main AR, but I feel like he's kind of like held back by his subs to an extent. Rizzy's good, but Rizzy doesn't look sometimes too good in league matches. Ugh.
No,
Catfish.
that's it. Your opinion's
Catfish
irrelevant.
is
No.
also.
Objection! Objection!
What?
Held back by his subs?
Ping the Don.
Catfish and
Ping the
Rizzy?
Don.
Catfish and
Catfish
Rizzy?
is flex.
Plays sub more than he plays. Okay. Alright, Med, what do you got to say? He already irritated me for the day.
I'd like to disagree with Hyper. I believe Flesto is the weak link, and the Catfish should have been the main AR, and I felt like they could have been way more dominant than they shown, previously. The
Alright.
loss to Hyperion and them disbanding, I don't know. Them disbanding just shows that there's like a hint of unloyalty, and if Rizzy and Catfish get a better opportunity to join someone else, they'll take it 100%.
Alright, so this is something that Hyper was bringing up with another team we will be talking about later. But if you do believe what you do, that Flesto is the weak link of this team, who would you get to replace him? Let's say that they decide they're sick and tired of his shit and they get someone to replace him. Who are you picking up to replace Flesto?
I'm picking up Fragments if I'm Rizzy. Since Rizzy and Ant already have a little bit of chem, that could work really well. Ant's a good flex. Could run the air and the sub. Definitely could do damage with that roster.
Oh,
But I feel if Catfish and Rizzy both leave Flex, so they're also going to leave Ping, leaving them to be a team of 2. But there would be a team of 3 of Fragments looking for another good sub, which could probably be, I don't know. There's no really good subs. Maybe Hybridus, since he's also best friends with Fragments, and he's a
That
good
could
sub
possibly
player.
happen.
well, since you do mention Frags, Med, and you are on the Cat4 Gaming roster, is it true you guys are splitting / quitting after Season 2 of Vulcan's playoffs?
Yeah, me and Sanai decided that, I don't know, gaming's just not for us anymore. Call of Duty, competitive-wise, is just not for us anymore. We just lost our drive.
So what does that leave KevDog at? Is he going to continue to play, or I heard he was quitting too?
KevDog will continue to play. KevDog's such a good player that you could place him onto any team and they'll be top 3. KevDog could change any player or any team like drastically. Like people don't understand that, but this guy sees the game so much more deeper than everyone else thinks the game is. So, to add, Kev has a couple offers that you might not expect. So
Well,
you'll see after Season 2.
No, you gotta say now.
Cat4 Nation.
Now you gotta say. Now there's no escape. Now you gotta tell us what these offers are.
I can't, bro.
There's no classified.
Alright, you can
Or
answer this
that's
one question.
confidential.
Will Cat4
Confidential.
Nation make a change before Season 3?
Oh, I'm not sure. Why would they make a change? I mean, if they lose to us, maybe they'll make a
Alright.
change.
So fuck it. We're going to this topic next then. Okay. So, Cat4 Nation. Now this is gonna be my bold prediction because I'm just trying to ruffle some feathers today. I want someone pissed off. I just want it. I don't think they're gonna be a top 3 team next season. I think that their luck streak and everything else is going to run out soon enough. Things are just going to stop going their way. Change my mind.
They're all online warriors.
If you had
I
to,
think that Stroh should be replaced if it's anyone on that team. He holds them back
oh
to a
man,
very deep extent. Imagine them with a player like
Fire!
Catfish. They'd be very good. Stroh is the most replaceable because he's even the least skilled compared to Beans, Braddock, and Bentley. And then also he rows boats and does baseball, so he can't even practice as much. There's another good free agent in Kev Dog who is also the same role as him, but he is egotistical and doesn't talk as much as Stroh. And then, but I feel like Cat 4 Nation are kind of scared of Stroh because he's kind of depressed, fat, and suicidal. So like if they dropped him, maybe he'd kill himself or lynch himself over a $50 prize claim Xbox Leave. But you never know with Stroh. Wants to drink bleach every other week.
Jesus Christ. All right. So we'll just we'll finish this up with Flames Melts decided to leave Berserk HQ.
Yeah, Berserk headquarters.
For Maximus Metallic, our co-host, soon-to-be brother-in-law. Shit, I already forgot. So it's Flames Metallic, Moxie, and Slash. There it is. Awkward Silence Kid. Slash. What do you have to say about that team?
On Natural Talent, they're all solid players, but in my opinion, they will slowly decline as Dylan Maximus Johnson, aka the cousin of pro player Felony, who uses a controller, but unlike his cousin, is a boarder on console and thinks he will be swiping in Xbox Variant League. But my guy, you better download Periscope and get ready to put it up in Season 3. And to my brother-in-law, Cody Vitalik, hope to see you in Season 3 carrying the white antisocial kid that is scared to show his face, Slashify.
What do you got to say about Flames?
Flames, he's just there. You know, if he could have stuck with Berserk, but I guess he thought that teaming with Slashify, a border, and Cody Vitalik Doworth was better, then that's his opinion. That's it.
Alright, I do not believe there are any more roster changes at the moment to, oh, well, I don't know, NagaFam got dropped, but I don't know who they picked up. Oh,
Monster and Siggy?
They picked up, I'm talking about roster changes
Monster and
first.
Siggy looking for 2.
They picked up, I know NagaFam was dropped from Fame Union, which is Cypher, Paz, Clutched, and I believe they picked up Daps in his place, which definitely brings a lot more S&D prowess to that team. But in Respawn, I don't know what he really adds over NagaFam.
Another topic is, why does Hyperion never have their full roster in a league match? It's been like 5 straight league matches now.
Well,
with
I know
one
the
sub
answer
for
to
one
that
player.
one.
Some niggas
They
gotta figure
actually
something
do
out.
not, but I know every player on that roster, and I'm friends with them. And some of them, they schedule matches without talking to each other. When I subbed in versus Flesto's team, Natural Talent, when we eliminated them round 5, yeah, run to my sniper, baby. Give me them first bloods. They didn't even talk to each other. They just did picks and bans without talking to each other. Dookie did their picks and bans and the time, and they didn't even know what maps they were playing. We had to DM them mid-match to figure out what maps we were playing because they didn't confront each other about them. It's crazy. So I guess while we're on the topic of them, what do you think their skill ceiling is? Obviously coming top 3 this season in Vulcans. Choke, oh my god, I don't even want to talk about that Map 4 choke versus Cat 4 Gaming. Oh man. My head. What do you think? Was this season a fluke? Was this season a fluke? No more top 3 for them, or?
I think they definitely surpassed their skill ceiling right there on that losers bracket run. I see them on the decline very fast. I see a lot of teams just, I don't know, a lot of the teams just made simple mistakes versus them, and they were just playing really good, to be honest. Just simple as that. They were playing really good, the other teams playing them not so hot. It was just simple as that.
My opinion, Daps is better than the entire roster. So him being a sub kind of helped them to an extent. But when they used him versus Natural Talent, it was all on Natural Talent's fault that they even lost that match using the full roster that they skirmish on a day-to-day basis versus Hyperion with a sub and Zaps and still losing the match.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't speak on that subject.
So we'll talk about these, we'll talk about the new team of 2s and team of 3s. we know that Yaffy, Gon, and Hyper are a team of three looking for one. Um, Hyper, you want to talk about your team and what you guys are looking for?
Looking for a player that wants to play Fortnite with us, get a couple squad wins in, and then hop on at 8:30 and play a league match on COD, and then go back to Fortnite. That's about it.
Okay. Um, so I see this one of Tangly is now teaming with it's Tangly, Overspur, Driscoll, and Tweezy. I don't see this team even being top eight.
Tangley says that Overspur is one of the best players on Xbox. I hold him to that. Overspur is ass. Overspur will never be good. And he says that his team now is better than Reset's old team with Royal, Driscoll, and Tweezy back in IW. But in my opinion, that's false. And also, Reset, on the other hand, still is trying to hold a grudge against Tweezy and Driscoll for going with the little kid Tangly.
All right. QZTP, his new team of himself, QX, God Erupt, and Professor. What do you gotta say about that team? Does QZ use a strike pack? Does he not? I mean, who knows?
Matt, do you want to go?
Don't think he does. Don't think QZ uses a strike pack. Watch a couple of scrims. His gun bounces up. No strike pack. The roster is pretty good. Professor, super underrated player, knows the game really well. Has solid gunny. He just doesn't become an in-game leader at all. Like, that's what's holding that team back. Erupt, on the other hand, really good gunny, no smarts. Just typical 14-year-old cracked out kid. Has potential though.
Like Daps.
Hio,
Not like me though.
Hio's pretty good. And QZ, slow AR player, a little bit methodical. Kind of what they need, I guess, to slow down the pace. Top 16.
In my opinion,
Easily.
that team has no type of leadership, no type of composure either. I feel like it's four players just trying to play the game in their own personal way, but somehow it works. I think QZ is a very underrated player. Erupt, on the other hand, he's pretty good, but he's 14. His ego might get to him a little bit, aka ego me the team. We won't speak about that. And Kialix, I don't know that nigga. He low-key does trash sometimes. And MVP Professor, people say that he roams and he kill whores, but I've never played him to the extent where he roamed against me. So I don't know.
All right. Well, since
Siggy and Monstro.
Oh yeah, since Siggy and Monstro looking for two, not a very big fan of Monstro, so I'm not gonna comment on him.
As Siggy tweeted out, me and Mantra are taking over the Xbox, but still what leaves in question is who will be joining them. In my opinion, I think it would probably be someone around the lines of Catfish and Rizzy, or another good team of two, but I don't know who Siggy won't ego, and who will actually team with and try to take over the Xbox, as he said.
Okay. I know that Niche, Steez, and Venom are running with Reset right now. I don't see that team lasting very long. I definitely believe that if they start losing, Reset's just gonna throw them under the bus. And I see that team arguing and breaking up quickly. So look for them to be some free agents in the next couple days. And since Vulcan's kinda ended and we're in playoffs and finals is Cat 4 versus Cat 4, we can't really do power rankings here. So, do you guys know any teams that you think need a roster change or a rule switch desperately bad, but just are too scared to do it?
Natural talent.
Yeah.
I think that Catfish is a way better Maniar than Flesto, but I've never seen Flesto with a sub, so he might just become detrimental with a sub. So that's why Catfish and Rizzy should still become a team too and keep looking at their options, because you never know what they could build up, especially if some of the nation players decide to leave or something like that.
Okay, I'm just going to check my DMs and make sure there's no last second info. Oh, This one is I don't know what happened here, but just Jetpacker DM'd me asking if I could expose Driscoll. I guess Driscoll scammed him for $10. Why we doing this? Why you gotta scam people for $10? That's 10 chickens, my man. Why you gotta do it? Not cool.
No.
Yeah. Swirly and Kobo are also free agents. I know that for sure.
As well as Kath.
Yes, Kath. Oh, this is another one I have in my DMs. YBC bankrolls. I don't know why. He thinks we're supposed to be scared of his variant team. I could give a singular fuck. He's threatening 14-year-olds, saying he has their social security number, when I'm pretty sure he's harmless. Whatever about him. I don't even know who his team is. Do you guys even see him as a threat?
YBC Bankroll, I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. Sorry.
Another thing that I heard is that Rat the Ultimate, on rotation, and Kazaf will be running.
I see that team being too much roamers. There's gonna be 0 game sense. They're just gonna be running around. Don't think that team could do any damage.
Make sure that I have no other things.
In your opinion, who's the best free agent right now?
Myself.
I thought you were quitting.
Huh?
Nah, but you know when people retire, they're still on the free agent list, bro.
You head ass.
Oh, yeah,
A little bit.
In my opinion, I think it's Javon, a.k.a. Gunna. Solid player. Brings a lot of skill to the team.
He's smoking crack. Don't
Unless
listen to him. He's smoking crack.
Fragments will be the best.
Yeah,
agent
Fragments
after this.
would probably be the best free agent you can pick up right now.
Dude, once I see Fragments running,
I don't know. I
immediately.
don't know if Royal is a free agent still, but he is definitely a talented player. Deserves the team, but just don't.
He's just too quiet of a player.
So, alright, we'll talk about this. Because someone just DM'd me, and holy fucking shit, they're exploding my DMs at the moment. Who do you guys think in this community is using a strike pack? Who's cheating and not telling anyone?
I'm on rotation, just got one. Didn't mean to expose, but
Honestly, no clue.
I know for a fact. I know Rat.
Can't really say.
Okay, I know Rat has. I know Rat has a strike pack. He got his settings for his strike pack from Fragments US. 1 click for the bar, 2 for the PPSH. But do you guys think that Rat uses his strike pack in game?
Why not?
You guys believe that Frags uses
Rat's
his
a
strike pack in game?
fast player, isn't he? Isn't he?
he does. I mean, if he's using a strike pack, he isn't doing too well with it. So imagine him without it.
Yikes.
It's kind of tough. But you need what you need. You know what I mean?
Fragment?
Just like Maximus.
Yeah, do we think
got a board on
Frags
console?
uses
Got a
his?
board on console.
I don't think Fragment uses it, because every time I spectate him, whenever I die in SND or CTF, his gun kicks up, so I really doubt it.
I think Frags maybe if his shot isn't on, maybe sometimes he might put it on, just for the match, or maybe he might just do it whenever he feels like putting on the mods. But if he doesn't feel like it, he might just not use it at times.
Alright. Rotation. We think he uses his strike pack in game.
Yes.
No idea, to be honest. He plays too fast-paced anyway to use a strike pack.
What Dabs, did he see your DMs?
The thing is, a strike pack, once you snap, you can't aim up. Like, you can't recenter. You have to aim out and then left trigger back again. So if you're a fast-paced sub, you have to snap, like, on their head, or else you're gonna lose the gunfight.
Alright.
People don't understand. It's basically useless.
Senai's. I've heard rumors he uses one because he's a very snappy sub. I don't know. I don't think so, but
Nah, his shot is sometimes a scary sight.
alright. Brady. Do we think Brady uses his strike pack? I don't think so. Anybody see his shots?
Nah, just
Yeah.
No, I
constant
don't think so.
player.
After the Vulcans playoffs performance, I'm gonna need him to cut that out, put it on if he has one.
Atrium, do we think he's
And,
using a strike pack?
Atrium, no, I think he
No idea.
plays a good enough role to be able to snap on people, but you can definitely see his gun kicking. It's just him shooting his shots.
All right. I think that's all we really have for people that I know kind of have strike back. Oh, there we go. This one. Does Trash board? Do you think Stro boards? Because I definitely know.
No.
From what I've heard, people were saying he bragged about his board back in IW to cost things in crew. Is it possibly just uses it during the S&D?
No,
He was on
I
a
don't
pretty,
think his board.
he was on
I
a
don't
pretty
think
high sense that Mat 5.
his
but...
fat wrist wouldn't be able to like contain the mouse. He'd be able to realize that he's boarding, if anything.
All right.
His centering is super similar to how a controller player would center up, and a mouse player would just snap to where they would center. Instead, like, he drags his gun, so I don't see him having a mouse at all.
Okay.